Hello everybody, welcome to another junk journal with me video. For the first part of this video, I'm starting off with a really simple page just documenting some stuff that I've received from Cats Protection. I've said this before because I document this stuff all the time. I'm a Cats Protection sponsor, and they send you really cute little things in the post, like a little info card about what cat is in the pen that you sponsor at that particular time, because obviously different cats come and go as they get adopted. So I have two here about the cat Ryder and the cat Belle, who are in my pen over autumn and winter. So I wanted to document that. I just think it's really cute, and crazy cat lady. I just like putting things like that into my journal. And there's like this cute little envelope that says someone wants to say hello, which was just the right size for my little journal, so that was all perfect. Oh, I just want to say as well, if I don't sound like myself, because bless you, some of you really notice these things and ask how I am and stuff if I sound a bit different. I'm having some trouble sleeping at the moment, and I am a bit of a zombie. I've had 3 cups of coffee today and they haven't done anything. So if I'm not my usual chipper, delightful self, then that is why. And if I suddenly go quiet and you hear some faint snoring in the background, then I've just nodded off. Anyway, I haven't done anything too complicated, so I'm failing already. Too complex with these bits. Just washi taped those 2 pictures together, punched out a little tab from one of the Cats Protection magazines, so the tab is actually a little cat face, which I thought was super adorable. And then this was from one of the magazines. I loved this picture of this cat looking cute, so I fussy cut it out to use, then couldn't decide how to use it, so I'm just going to set it aside and use it a bit later on. But for the next few pages, I'm actually documenting some birthday stuff from my birthday all the way back in December. Just haven't got around to documenting that yet. And I have a card. I often do this, because you get birthday cards and lovely Christmas cards and you don't know what to do with them. I often sew them into my journal as as part of the signature, as pages. But one of the only cards I got last year that fit my small little sort of 4x6 journal was this one from my brother that says "Happy Birthday, Pooh Brain," which it cracked me up. One of my favourite cards. So I wanted to use that to document some birthday pictures. The papers I'm using, like that yellow one and the greeny one with the hearts, are from the Lollipop Books Club, the January kit, where I guest designed for Lisa that month. So I have some bits and pieces left that I wanted to use, and as they're lovely bright happy colours and things, I thought they would be good for a birthday spread. Now, being as my birthday was a lockdown birthday, well, it wasn't technically in lockdown, we were in tier 3 restrictions, which was basically the same as lockdown, so I don't have many pictures of stuff going on, just pictures of my enormous cake, like the birthday banner and stuff, and the food that we ate, and that's pretty much it. But I still wanted to document it because my family really put the effort in to make it special, even though we couldn't really go out. Now, I'm not really go out kind of person anyway. I would much rather, like, the biggest thing I like to do for my birthday is maybe go for a lovely meal out with my family, but we couldn't even do that this year. So as I said, they really put the effort in to make it special, and I just wanted to document those little bits and pieces. The washi I'm using came from Poundland, I think. I don't usually remember where my washi is from, but that was a set that was in Poundland like 2 years ago, and I swear every crafter in the UK bought it. So you may know it if you're in the UK, and they probably still do it because you know what Poundland's like. They have the same stuff for years and years and years. The picture I printed out of like the birthday banners and stuff, it printed out really badly on my sprocket, and I realised it was because the battery was quite low on my sprocket. And this is the one thing that annoys me about the HP sprocket. It's a great little printer, I absolutely love it, but what other technology stops working as well when the battery is a bit low? Like, if your phone started to play up when the battery was getting a bit low, you would get annoyed. So the fact that it always has to be an over 70% charge to get a good print, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way, it's just the one thing. But because I like the vintagey effect photos anyway, it didn't bother me that much. I think if I was printing off a picture of like a person or my cat and it was messed up, I would be more annoyed. Anyway, I found this little tag, one of those little Amazon gift tags from, I think it was from one of my sisters, and I thought that would make a cute flip out because it sort of flips out multiple ways. So I used that to add a little bit of journaling. I wrote COVID-19 birthday with some alpha stickers from my stash, and then I found this sticker of a present and just put that, you see at the top of the tag, I'd obviously ripped it off something and it looked a bit ugly, like the hole had a rip in it, so I've just covered it up with that sticker, which I also backed on some card and then fussy cut it so the sticker wouldn't stick to anything through the hole, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I'm just going to sit here and go blah 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 blah. Words are hard. Anyway, adding more journaling to explain one of the pictures, random birthday related stickers from my stash, stamping the date with some white brilliance ink, and adding a few little more birthday stickers. A few little more, that's a good sentence, Grace. A few more little birthday stickers. And then on the other part of the signature that has the other part of the card, I wanted to do some more birthday stuff there. So I found this envelope. Now, spot the error here. Found this envelope that was a lovely birthday envelope, said Grace on it, and thought I could use that and put a little something in there. So, you know, I grabbed some paper and I backed it. That cat paper, my friend Siobhan had wrapped all my birthday presents in this cat paper and then sent me the remainder of the cat paper. So I really appreciated that. So I wanted to use that. But you will see shortly that I didn't actually measure the envelope and it is far too big to put in that journal. It's just like such a rookie mistake. And this is before the sleeping problem started, so I have no excuse really. In a minute, you're going to start seeing my phone because I was trying to get hold of the doctors for something and it's just impossible to get hold of them at the moment. They're so busy. So you have to be prepared to be on hold for a long time to speak to someone. And I was going to blame that for the envelope mistake, but I can't blame that because I only just started ringing them just there. So nope. Anyway, but I made that card and I added the pictures of the food that we ate. We got takeaway 2 nights in a row to celebrate my birthday because why not? Yum 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 yum. And so I added the journaling, popped it in that envelope. I'm decorating the envelope here, and then shortly I will find out that it doesn't fit. Such a numpty. The sticker books I'm using here are those American Crafts, the card making sticker books, which I'll be honest, they're not great, so I'm trying to use them up, but they have some nice stickers in there. And here I go, tipping in that envelope, tra-la-la-la-la, putting sellotape on that side so it didn't cover up any of the writing, and then going, oh, and I said a word that I won't repeat here so I don't get demonetized. And I was just like, oh, for goodness sake, why me? So I took that out and I got the card that I'd put in the envelope, trimmed it down ever so slightly, and that worked as a tip in. It does stick out a little bit from the rest of the pages, but it's not too bad. And there I am, still on hold. Only 10 minutes on hold at the doctor at that point. It was actually quite a good one. I was only on hold for half an hour before I spoke to a human being. That's pretty good at the moment. I was having a really good day that day, apart from the envelope situation. So I just needed to cover up with some washi where I had taken the envelope off. It had ripped a bit of the card. So yes, covering up my mistake there. But I still wanted to include that envelope because A, it was my birthday related and I decorated it and it was cute. So I've chopped off as much of it as I can and I'm going to seal that bottom with some more washi. And then my phone said that I was in queue position 1, so I took my phone off to be all excited to speak to someone, and then I was in queue position 1 for like another 15 minutes. I don't know what happened there, but I got it all sorted in the end. The doctor thing was sorted, you'll be pleased to know. And the award for most all over the place voiceover of 2021 goes to me. Anyway, so for the envelope, I went back to the other pages I'd done that were birthday related, and I had some bits and scraps left over from my birthday, like little labels and little Amazon gift notes and stuff like that I wanted to include. I had that Kaweco information sheet, my bestie, one of the many presents she got me was a Kaweco fountain pen, so I used that. I put journaling on that, and also, you know, various little bits and scraps that you keep, or at least people who are junk journalers who keep everything, people like us keep, and written journaling where it's relevant. Here I had eaten a box of chocolates for my birthday. I didn't eat the whole lot in one sitting, but I bought myself a box of chocolates because I was like, I've never bought myself a box of chocolates before, and why not? So I had them, and they were delicious. So I wrote journaling on that. So I filled the envelope with all those little tiny little bits and scraps of ephemera that are all related, and then tipping that in finally, and it does actually fit now. And I am sealing the envelope so it doesn't open and all those bits are going to fly everywhere. But what I do with that is I take a little bit of washi, I de-sticky it a little bit with my fingers, so, you know, like the acidity or whatever of your skin takes away some of the stickiness. So it does seal it, but it's not a very strong seal sort of thing. So I came back to the page where the behind the tip-in, the other side of the tip-in had the cat paper, and thought I would just do a little bit of cat collage, especially as I'd cut out that cat from the beginning of the video from the cat's protection stuff. And also when I was looking through my stuff to find the birthday bits, I came across this comic strip that I'd printed off on my Fomemo thermal printer, which is this really funny comic strip that I can't remember the artist's name, which is really bad of me, but it says raindrops on kittens and whiskers on kittens and bright copper kittens and warm woolen kittens and kittens and it, you know, takes the song and makes everything about kittens, which made me laugh because, you know, as I said, crazy cat lady. So adding a few cat stickers, cat strips of washi, all that sort of thing. There's no real point to the page apart from I felt like making something cat related. But after doing all of those brightly coloured and modern coloured birthday and cat pages, my vintage soul needed to do something vintagey. So I chose some very vintagey looking pages from in the journal, decided to grab a napkin to do some decoupage. I thought this one with the leaves on was kind of cute. I buy napkins for my junk journal kits that I sell in my shop, and for every set of napkins I buy, I keep one for myself, so I have one of every different pattern and style. And I'm simply ripping up some scraps of that and going to decoupage it straight onto those pages. For any newbies out there who haven't done this sort of thing before, with napkins, most of them, especially modern napkins, have 3 layers, so you need to make sure you take off those 2 layers behind the pattern layer before you decoupage them on. Some older napkins, especially more vintage ones, will have 1 or 2 layers. I've got some vintage ones somewhere lying around that are only 1 layer, but it's something to keep an eye out for, because the amount of times I've seen someone decoupage a napkin in or just glue it in with a Pritt stick or something, and then it falls off because they've actually only glued the back layer down. But once that was on, I thought I had the watercolour from the April Lollipop Box Club on my desk. I thought I would just add a little bit of that. It's that lovely shimmery green colour from Little Rainbow Moon. And yeah, just sort of painting that all over the place, and it adds that really nice effect, really. And then a scrap of printed vellum I found. I thought I would staple that to the edge and it sticks out a little bit. I was, you know, going through my stash, finding little bits and pieces to use. I have this box here. It occurred to me that I don't use that much stuff from my shop in my own journaling. I know that sounds weird, and I know I've said it before, but I don't. I think I forget. I compartmentalize, and the only things I often use from my shop are the things that I've bought for the junk journal kits that are broken or something, or there's something wrong with them, or a bit of it's ripped or something like that. I put those aside to use for myself, but I kind of went, I need to use more of my own stuff. So I went through and I just picked out a few little bits and pieces of the kind of stuff that goes in the junk journal kits, and, you know, just a couple of them, put them in a little box and thought I would include them, as well as the vintage stamps. I have literally thousands of those, and I never use them in my own work, and I'm like, why don't I do that? I love these things and I forget about them. So I made the effort to go through my stock and pick out, as I said, just a few little bits and pieces, and that's mostly what I'm using on this spread. And I wasn't doing it for the point of advertising. I'm not that good at marketing. It was just something I wanted to do. But this page is really a load of collage for the most part, and it's kind of all over the place, I'll be honest, but I had fun making it, and that's what's important. Adding a little rub on up the top there because it felt a little bit bare to me. I'm not very good at blank space. I have said this many times before. And then I decided it needed just something. I thought I could use that bit of vellum I'd stapled down as a pocket. So I grabbed this green tag, which was the right size for that pocket, but the green was a little too much on that page, so I put washi over the front of it, and it obviously that really tones down that green. And I'm going to add some simple collage with, I think, some Tim Holtz ephemera. Yes, I don't know what packs those are. I put a lot of my Tim Holtz stuff all together recently. It's probably like the Etc. pack and the Traveller pack and the Journey pack, and I don't know, some of those. But as I said, simple little collage on there. And then on the reverse, I will add just a little, what did I add? I'm trying to remember now. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, a little verse of poetry is all that goes on there. But when I put the twine in the tag and put it in the journal as I thought I was going to, I realised that twine right in the centre of the journal there would just bulk it up way too much. So I'm going to put it in vertically instead. But doing that meant there was more blank space behind the tag and next to the tag as well. So I thought I'm going to add just a couple of little bits and pieces behind that so it looks a bit more complete. So I think I chose a random sticker from one of the Mambi sticker books and a Tim Holtz paper doll. I'd organised all my paper dolls into solos, groups and little ones, because I rarely use the little ones, especially in my art journaling. So I thought if I keep the little ones separate, I'm more likely to use them in something like my junk journal. So that's what I've done there. I didn't glue down the back of her head so that the tag would fit in at the top there. And I'm simply adding one last little scrap of washi because that sticker that says Wild and Free was kind of coming up a little bit. I think because it was being stuck over where I'd watercoloured, the adhesive on the sticker was not having that. So that's pretty much all I did for that. And I think that is going to be it for this video. I'm just going through my pages to show you there. I don't think I show you the beginning page again because, to be honest, I had completely forgotten about it at that point, the Cats Protection sponsorship thing. But there we go. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. There's only going to be 2 pictures for my final picture shots because as I'm not functioning as a human being, I only remember to take 2 of them in landscape. Anyway, that is quite enough from me. If you have made it through my incoherent ramblings, then a gold star to you, and please like this video and chat to me in the comments. Relevant links in the description box as always, and yep, I'm gonna go have another coffee. Thank you for watching. Bye bye!